chat about inserting objects into Tommy.
Hello, and welcome to this edition of Potluck Madness, the Metroplex's number 12 news variety hour. I'm your host, Marshaye Meyers, and here are tonight's top stories. On Sunday, President Barack Obama announced that he signed an executive order that effectively led to the find and capture of wanted terrorist Osama bin Laden. Not to be outdone by this success, former President George W. Bush announced that he also signed an order that effectively led to the find and capture of those darn car keys. In world news, the Nobel Committee in Zurich, Switzerland, has just released the new guidelines regarding nomination for the prestigious Nobel Peace Prize. In response to their awarding the prize in 2009 to President Barack Obama, the stipulations now include those who make war and oppression but feel kind of bad about it. When asked how the Peace Prize could be awarded to the commander-in-chief of the world's most powerful empire, the committee said that despite overseeing 2 wars, Obama had the best intentions, and he makes us feel warm and fuzzy all over. In sports news, Minnesota Vikings quarterback Brett Favre was fined $50,000 by the NFL today for being a creepy old man. A league official states that the fine is rare, as most players keep their penis-related indiscretions out of the public spotlight. However, Favre just didn't maintain a requisite understanding of how technology works or the ability to archive content sent to a cell phone. Well, enough with all that mumble and jumbling. Let's take a look at weather with our very own rainstorm.
Thanks, Marshaye. Well, it's a beautiful today with a high in the 70s and sunny skies. The humidity is at about 50% level with the winds coming in from the north-northeast at 7 miles per hour. Well, you know, we're getting close to summer and this is great boating weather, but you still want to stay clear of the water because your junk might get shrunk up because it's still really cold. It'll be a great day to take the dog out for a run, but also, like I said, make sure to take something to cover up for tonight because we're looking at a low of 45 degrees. Now from here, it only gets better. We're clear of any more showers for the rest of the week, and we're looking forward to more clear and partly cloudy skies. As the week goes on, the temperatures will continue to rise. As you can see there, Tuesday, we've got a high in the 70, low in the 45, 76, 78. Beautiful, gorgeous weather. The winds are going to be pretty calm for the rest of the week. Not worrying about any more of those tornadoes that we were having last week. The tornadoes that struck Alabama and St. Louis are just the latest in a record-breaking number of twisters that have swept across the country last month. Not to mention the historic droughts and fires down in Texas, followed by the torrential rain and outpour, and the unreasonably cold temperatures in Seattle and the flooding in the Midwest. It seems like God's taken a page out of the Old Testament. Am I right? Now, what's the big idea this spring? It's something simple called La Nina. And it's the driving force behind some of those freak systems we've been having. You see, La Nina is a pattern of temperatures in the central Pacific Ocean. When they're colder than average, that's a La Nina. And this is actually part of a mechanism that helps steer the jet stream upward, which also steers the storms, and therefore you get these repeated storms coming in a particular area, and then repeated misses of storms in places like Texas and Mexico. Whenever you look at the type of the tornadoes that we've been able to count for the past 60 years, there really is no trend at all in those numbers. There are many tornadoes that we can now detect with Doppler radars. This tornado there in southern Alabama plowed up the ground for 35 miles, and that's 35 miles of tornado track. That means that the parent storm from which the tornado came had enough energy to stay active. In that case, the Gulf moisture continuing to flow from the south was actually the active front moving through was able to keep that storm alive for a very long time. The wild weather is what happens in the United States in the spring usually. I mean, we've all experienced it. And I'd certainly say that if you're in the U.S. somewhere, you will be seeing some more wild weather coming this year. However, I think the tornado outbreak that we experienced last weekend, is a fairly unusual event. just don't see those things happening more than once in a year. I want to remind all of you to stay safe, and when it comes to the weather, I want you to thank you for choosing me, Rainstorm, as your weatherman. Back to you, Marshaye.
Thanks, Rain. Thank you for the forecast and all that insightful information. When we come back, we're going to take an in-depth look into sexual predators. If you think they're all 40-year-old men living in their mom's basement, think again.
But now you're tired. You want to relax and enjoy playing some of your favorite video games. But there's a problem. Has this, or even this ever happened to you? Well, not anymore. Introducing the Xbox Y Grips controller. The Xbox Y Grip system attaches safely to your hands to allow hours of endless play. Hi, I'm Terry Tied Up Thomas, founder of the Y Grips controller, and I guarantee its effectiveness. Call 1-XYZ-Xbox to get yours today. That's 1-999-9269. Do it now.
Lady Gaga. Hipster glasses. Diversity in the workplace. These are all things that elderly people physically cannot understand. But something that tops this terrifying list is driving a motor vehicle. Allowing an old person to drive is not only morally reprehensible, but downright irresponsible. You see, when you allow an old person to drive, you put us all at risk. Hi, I'm Quentin McKeon. Join us at PAID, People Against Elderly Drivers, in our campaign to get Grandma out of the Buick and onto the public bus. Because when we infringe on the rights of the elderly, it doesn't matter. Pawpaw won't remember it anyways.
Squares on the counter if you want them.
Here you are, my little sex slave.
Hello. Why don't you have a seat? You mind if I ask you why you're here tonight?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Okay, because I have a chat log where it appears that from this you were setting up a meeting with somebody you thought was a 13-year-old boy named Tommy under the screen name Sad Little Boy. You used the screen name Foxy Roxy 07. Is that correct?
That's not me.
That's not you? No. Well, let me read the chat log and we'll see if some of this jogs your memory. Now, it says here that Tommy, this sad little boy, that's his screen name, is lonely, tired, and sad. Where you say, I am looking for someone as well. I'm tired of being lonely, too. Do you remember that? No, okay. You don't remember that. All right. Well, what about this? I've got a series of conversations. I'm going to go ahead and explain this. It says, I am looking for a younger submissive male to train. Now, do you train younger males?
I don't know about that. That's not me.
That's not, okay.
That's not my record.
All right. Well, do you mind if I ask you what you do for a living?
I'm a teacher.
You're a teacher. So you work in the education system.
That is correct.
Now, is it high school, Elementary school?
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to?
I don't wanna talk
Okay.
about it.
All right. Well, we'll just continue on with the chat log, shall we? I am looking for a younger boy to train to be a slave. What kind of slave were you trying to train?
Like I said, that's not me.
Okay. You do know I am looking for a sex slave, right? Where then the sad little boy says he was booted off the computer. You say, I'm sorry, don't worry about it. But I will enjoy showing you what being a slave means. Do you remember any of this? Okay. All right. Let's go on with the training. Good. And you do understand that if you do come, you will be fucked, and I may start training you for anal sex along with other services. You don't remember saying any of this. Good. And are you bisexual, Tommy? Tommy says, I don't know. You said, oh, no problem. We'll find out together. You talk about meeting up. Dress as you would go out on a date. Tommy says, okay. You said, but no underwear or boxers. You then say, but then your anal training is going to be the top of the list for us. I think this training is needed and you will enjoy it. Jogging your memory? Good. And do you look forward to me inserting objects into you? Sad little boy said, like what? You said, like dildos, butt plugs, pins, pencils, etc. I see you've brought a bag with you. Do you mind if I look at some of the contents in your bag? All right.
Go ahead.
Let's just take a peek in here, shall we? All right. Bottle of tequila. Now, is the alcohol for you or anybody
Yes.
else? Oh, for you. A Mexican flag. Not too sure what that's for. Maybe it's for the tequila. A pencil. Sharpened, unsharpened. A light. Are you a doctor on the side? No? I don't think this is funny. See what else you got in here. Handcuffs. More pens and pencils. A hot dog. Now, what might I ask, were you planning to do with a hot dog?
I don't know.
You don't know. And that chat about inserting objects into Tommy, this hasn't anything to do with that. Okay. Flowers, a hat. Oh, I don't want to look at any of this anymore. Okay. Let's continue on with the conversation, shall we? You then start to talk about this conversation becoming like a master and apprentice. You say, good boy. And sad little boy says, okay. And then you reply with, and should that have not been okay, master? In quotes. Sad little boy then replies with, sorry, master. You say, better. And since you didn't call me by my title after I told you to call me by it, what should happen? Tommy then replied with, a punishment, master. What sort of punishment were you planning to give to Tommy?
You saw the bag.
Okay. That's what I thought. Tomorrow my needs and your needs will be relieved. This conversation was recorded yesterday. So tomorrow is today, right? Okay. And last but not least, you also said, I want to also know how much pain you can take. And some boys enjoy pain. Do you think boys enjoy pain?
I guess.
Can you explain yourself?
No, I cannot. I don't know.
Now, why did you do it?
I can't help myself.
Can't help yourself. Can't help yourself from doing what? Talking to boys that you obviously know are under the age of 18? This one particular, 13 years of age?
I'm sorry.
You're sorry. I still don't think this is funny. Do you know who I am?
No.
I'm Andy Edwards with Nightline NTTV, and I'm doing a story on computer predators, specifically cougars like yourself. And do you have anything to say for yourself?
I don't know. I got it.
TPD, get down! On your knees, ma'am. You will have to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. If you do not have an attorney, you cannot afford one. One will be presented to you. Do you understand?
Yes.
This way, please.
Well, hello. Why don't you have a seat right here? Lauren, do you mind? There's some activity going on out front. I might want to investigate that.
Okay.
I'm going to do some investigative journalism while you're out there. Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
Do you know who I am?
No, I do not.
Well, my name is Andy Edwards, and I'm an investigative journalist for a TV show. It's about, well, don't worry about that. What are you doing here?
I'm looking for Tommy. Where is he?
Well, don't worry about it. What are you doing later tonight?
What do you have in mind? Estoy aquí. Hola, mijo.
Hola.
Tengo un regalo para ti.
Oh, muy gracias. Tengo flores para ti.
Ay, ¿son los flores para mí?
Sí.
Hasta luego, necesito limpiar mi cuarto.
Oh, mis gatos.
We apologize for the technical difficulties. You know how it is with cheap budgets. What can we do? Moving on, today we have a special guest celebrity joining us in the studio. You may know her from such movies as Hold Me, I'm Crying, and I saw him first. Unfortunately, she is currently still en route to the studio, so we're just gonna have to do everything we can to keep you guys entertained while we await her arrival. In the meantime, when we come back, we're going to have a look into a few different perspectives of your young minds here in America. Stay with us.
All right, camera 2, up music. Go to camera 2. Up music. Let's get a graphic up there. You got music? No? Okay, roll to commercial. Roll frame sync. Take frame sync.
Are you tired of trying gimmick after gimmick to make your car more fuel efficient and eco-friendly? Do you drive down the road with a cloud of white smoke coming from your car's exhaust? Hi, I'm Elliot McLeland, and we have the solution. Try the Pollution Ballution. See, with the Pollution Ballution, your car's exhaust is captured by our patented technology instead of being released into the air. When the balloon is full, simply pull on the easy-to-use release cord, and the balloon will simply float out of our atmosphere so it becomes someone else's problem. Hurry and act now to get your chance to save our planet, as supplies are limited. Call 1-800-888-8888, and for 2 complicated payments of $39.17, this product can be yours. Call today.
Hi, I'm Dunashay Thomas. And no, you don't recognize me from the Allstate commercials, but I do have an important message to pass along to you today. More and more people are being exposed to do something dangerous, something harrowing, something which could change the world as we know it. How do you feel about negative influences undermining the way society's taught you to feel? How do you feel about having your entire life and the purpose behind your actions questioned? If you or someone you know has been a victim of common sense, then never fear. We at the Coalition for Population Supremacy are watching over you, whether you asked for it or not. Our mission is to ensure people keep ignoring the Black Eyed Peas' disregard to making quality music. Our aim is to convince you Tom Cruise is still relatable to human beings. Our goal is to whisper in your ear that hitting on girls with a boyfriend is a wonderful idea with positive ramifications. Whether you're telling your boss his daughter's a terrible softball player or informing your best friend that Scotch needs a mixer, we have your back. So don't worry, we're here with cheap beer, and common sense will strike fear. Paid for by the Coalition for Common Sense, a substitute of the political party you can be. Welcome back to Perspectives. We're having a nice, healthy discussion here with my two friends, Garret and Blake. And now I'm going to kind of open it up, and in lieu of what we were talking about earlier, what would you propose we need to do for the future? I'm going to start with you, Blake.
For the future, I think that it's imperative that we, as a country, sit down and find out what our priorities really are instead of having a bunch of infighting that you see in Congress every day. Because Congress and this, the House and the Senate are where decisions are made, and the President has to sign off on those decisions. And I think that if we're going to tackle our debt crisis, we have to figure out what we think is most important as all citizens and cut out the excess, and then consider ways to grow investments in this country, to attract businesses to this country so that we can have a better tax base for the government. Because I think that it's about fiscal responsibility. And I want to address an issue that Garret talked about earlier, which he called the illegal occupation of Iraq and Afghanistan. I would strongly disagree with the claims made by Garret. I think that although there can be some changes that go on in the way that those wars are handled and those combat situations are handled, I think it's admirable that the United States tried to dismantle the Al-Qaeda and Saddam Hussein so that these people can try to have a free country. These people have been oppressed for years and years and years, and their mentality may not be something where they initially are receptive to democracy, but I think with time it can happen.
And you, Garret?
Well, I guess I'm going to have to leave the Iraq thing on the table because we just don't have the time to unpack that issue, because obviously it's a very big, complicated issue.
Indeed.
But as far as priorities are concerned, my friend here is talking about capitalist priorities, the priorities of the capitalist class, who represent a tiny fraction of the world population. For those of us that are the working class, for those of us who do not own capital, for those of us who are trying to get by and trying to survive in an increasingly frustrating situation, we know what our priorities are. It's very simple. Our priorities are food, shelter, healthcare, housing. The working poor know what their priorities are. The third world know what their priorities are. And I think that there's no one-size-fits-all solution to all of these problems, but whoever's listening to this, wherever you are, whatever issue you have, whatever community you're in, organizing working-class resistance to austerity, I think, is the answer to all of our problems, or to most of our problems. Wherever you're at, finding ways to resist the dismantling of civil society, I think, is what's needed. So, there is no top-down solution. You have to find a solution for yourself, and you have to organize solutions independent of the one-party system that we operate in right now, because we know that the Democratic Party and the Republican Party are really just two wings of the business party. And on a broader note, I think we need to recognize that capitalism is a part of the problem, not a solution to the problem.
All right, we're going to go to final thoughts. Blake, I'm going to give you a couple minutes to say your last words.
All right. Well, once again, I appreciate you guys having us out tonight for this event. But I would like to say that I do not believe that capitalism is the problem. I believe that it is part of this country as an identity. And I think that in this capitalist country, if you work hard to achieve your goals and you continue to persevere and persevere and persevere, then you can succeed in what you do. And so I would resist any notion that we need to have a working class resistance against capitalism. I think that would be detrimental to this country and ultimately destructive to the identity of this country.
Final thoughts for you, Garret?
I'm really not concerned about the identity of the country or what flag we happen to fly under. I'm concerned with people's real well-being and real issues. And, so I feel like we both understand exactly where we're coming from, but, You know, I just think that we should have all power to the people. We should stand in solidarity with the people of Iraq, Palestine, Afghanistan, all those who suffer oppression and all those who suffer under the tyranny of the U.S. empire, and that includes those of us living within the U.S. empire. And I think that the people listening know exactly what they need. So I say all power to the people.
All right. Well, we'd like to thank you for listening. I'd like to thank my guests one more time, Garret and Blake, for indulging in a wonderful discussion to get some critical thinking on. And why don't you practice that for yourself? If there's nothing else you've learned from the show, it's to purge the mind. Join us next time on Perspectives. I'm Dunashay Thomas, and you have a good day. Thank you.
We control the airwaves because we love you. We love you. Your government loves you. Smile for the camera. Smile for the camera. The police are your friends. Report sad behavior. Repeat, the police are your friends. Report sad behavior. Our economy needs you to buy more. Don't stop. Don't stop. The planet is fine. Wear a mask and stay inside. Wear a mask and stay inside. There is no war here. Repeat, there is no war here. And the war will be won. The war will be won. Because we love you. We love you. We have everything under control. Everything is under control. Everything is under control. Now, go back to sleep. 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 Go back.
¿Qué estás haciendo? ¿Por qué estás bebiendo tequila sin mí? Lo encontré en el jardín de los vecinos. Cállate, eres flojo y estoy muy enojada.
Lo siento, es no mí, es mi amigo Vicente. ¿Por qué?
Porque eres un...
Have you ever gone to the theater and sat down not knowing you were about to have a terrible movie watching experience? The movie isn't good, but you can't leave because your date is sitting there enjoying it. Dara won't stop asking for your number, and the kids in front just won't settle down. Well, have no fear. You have Fleb, Film Lover's Emergency Box. With Fleb comes a slingshot equipped with marshmallows, your choice of a game system, or an iPod with headphones, a spray can, and even a thermometer, preset to 100 degrees. So don't wait. Call now and you'll receive not one, but 2 emergency kits for the price of only $19.95. That's 2 for the price of 1. So call now at 1-800-231-FLAB and be ready. Don't let a bad movie get you down.
We've got the potluck show. I mean, I'm going to need that one in there intermittently along with her name.
Oh.
Because we're going to pull out on
Hello there.
bump in on that.
My name is Jacob Cox, and I'm here today to talk to you about a serious subject, procrastination. Whether or not you're an underachiever or you live for the adrenaline rush of last-minute masterpieces, I know someone who can help. Call 1-800-SLACKER to get started on the road to success today. They can help fight the urge to put off yet another assignment and achieve greater things sooner. That's 1-800-SLACKER. Man.
Hello, and welcome back to the Marshaye Show. Right now, we're going to take a quick break from today's topic, which is my lesbian uncle practices underage bestiality in the church parking lot, because today we have the return of 2 of our more memorable guests. Please give a warm welcome back to the program, Lauren and Bradley.
Hi.
They were on the show about 8 months ago concerning the fathership of Lauren's son, Winston. Bradley was convinced that he was the father. Turns out he was not. He's ordered another paternity test. We have the results. We're going to give them to you later today. But Bradley, I'm interested in why are you still under the influence of being this kid's father?
It has my traits and my family's traits. Like, it has my eyes, my nose, my ears, my mouth.
That's bullshit. It looks nothing like you or your family. Your family doesn't look anything
You're the
like
one that
my
takes care of the
Winston.
baby and you don't see that?
Are you serious? Like, I've met every single one of your family members.
Oh, yeah.
Your mom gave me a whole history about your family. Okay, it looks nothing like you.
Keep thinking that, but it does.
No.
So, in this time that you've spent after you found out that you weren't the father, have you still been going to see the little girl?
I've been trying to, but she's been making it hard because, like, she doesn't want me to see it and everything, so. I mean,
I'll let him see it every now and again, but he
Like
made it clear
5
earlier
minutes a
that he
month.
did not want anything to do with that baby. Remember?
I believe we remember. We have footage. We're not going to show it to you because I believe you remember too, Bradley.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You need full dedication for a baby, okay? You need to be there from beginning to end, and you showed no commitment at the beginning.
That's
so
'cause at
why
first
should
I didn't
even
think it was
let
mine,
you
but then I
consider,
started noticing
aside
the
from the
traits.
fact that it looks nothing like you, why should I even consider letting you near my baby when you don't even show any commitment?
Because it's mine.
It's not yours.
What else besides the characteristics make you believe? Do you just have a feeling in your heart? Because that's what it sounds like.
That
You
too,
seem
yeah.
very cocksure that
Yeah.
you are the father of this baby,
Yeah.
despite the results. So,
He's not very smart.
well, we're not going to go there.
Excuse me?
I'll tell you what. We'll go ahead and put this argument to rest. But we're going to
Thank
take a
you.
quick break first. When we come back, we're going to have the
No,
DNA results
screw
right here
this.
for you.
What?
Attention all viewers, this is an important announcement. Over the past few years, a great fear has swept the nation. This fear obtains to something so horrid it is often unmentioned. It is my responsibility to bring notice to this recent outbreak. And this outbreak pertains to the ginger. The ginger is a strange being that roams this land in search of a soul. They look like this, a human-like figure with pale skin, bright red hair, and green eyes. If you ever happen to come across these creatures, I advise you to find a safe place. Avoid staying indoors. The sun hurts these creatures. Never try and mate with these creatures, because kids like this will destroy the earth. If you take one thing from this message, it would be to avoid the ginger at all costs. Thank you, and have a safe and ginger-free day.
Hey, what the hell, man?
Oh, no.
What is all this?
Welcome back to the Marshaye Show. This has been one of my crazier shows today. We had a guest walk off. We're trying to get him back right now.
What the heck? Screw this show. I don't need to be on this show to prove it's my baby. What the heck?
Look how pathetic you are.
I mean, I don't need to be on this show to prove it's my
And
baby.
here you are storming off the stage.
Because this show's ridiculous.
That
I don't need
shows
to
how much
prove it's my
commitment
baby
you
by
have.
being on the
See,
show.
like I was saying earlier, you don't have any commitment.
If I didn't have any commitment, I wouldn't be claiming it as my baby.
That's all you're doing, though. You're not proving anything. Here you are storming off the stage.
Because I don't need to prove anything.
That's a heck of a role model, I must say. But
I
maybe,
have a feeling.
maybe he is just a proud father. So let's just go ahead and put a squash to the end of this argument and find out if he is the father of this baby. If you would, we have the results right here. Thank you. Bradley, are you ready to find out?
I'm ready to find out it's mine.
And if it is, Lauren, will you allow him to be in this baby's life?
Probably not.
You have to.
No.
I'll go to court.
And
make
Bradley,
sure.
if it's
We'll
not
take
your
this to
baby,
court.
are you willing to squash this once and for all? Because it sounds like she wants nothing to do with
Well,
you.
I know it's mine, but I mean, I guess if it's not, then I'll be its godparent or godfather or whatever.
Oh, hell
'Cause
no.
it has my traits. I know there's some of me in there.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and find out. When it comes to the case of little 8-month-old Winston, Bradley, you are still not the father.
You need to quit getting your paternity tests or whatever
There
at
you go.
Walmart because that's false.
Sweetie, this is Target made. All right?
Target doesn't sell those.
Yeah, they do.
You got to go to the hospital for accurate
We
ones.
actually have a special team that does these tests, but they've never proved us wrong, and now here we
Well,
are
I
after
think
two
they just
tests.
did.
After 2 tests, you are still not the father, Bradley, so I
Give
don't
it
know.
up. All right?
Well, if I'm not, then who is?
Funny you mentioned that. Lauren, don't take this the wrong way. A few of my producers thought it would be a good idea to just go ahead and do some more paternity tests. So,
You thought it'd be a good idea?
well, I guess more comical.
I mean, it's pointless since I'm the father. But
You're not
I
the
mean,
father, okay? Shut up. Leave.
Well, keep going with your stupid little test you
And
did.
we did a few tests, and when it comes to 8-month-old Winston, it looks like this can't be right. I am the father
What?
of 8-month-old Winston.
What? That's not possible. Can we get a picture of the baby up here?
Let's go ahead and get a picture of little Winston.
See, look, it has my eyes, he has my mouth, he has my chin, he has
Well,
my
you
ears.
do make that expression a lot, but that's not your
That's
kid.
mine.
No, that is not your kid. All right?
How do
Keep thinking that.
What part of that picture looks like you, Bradley?
The eyes, the mouth, the ears, the chin, everything.
Are
the
you
neck.
serious? Do you see those lips?
You know what? Screw this. I don't need to be on this show.
That's all right. Get out.
Your mother smelt of elderberries.
Get out of here.
Well, I guess this is a weird change of events. I don't really know what to say. I mean, I guess a long time coming, but I guess we have a little explaining to do. You know, I didn't
Yeah.
expect this out of that time. I mean,
No.
but you know what? I'm looking at it in a positive way because I've been trying to get out of this television industry. I don't like the direction it's going. I'm kind of been wanting the idea of a family, and with this right here, it gives me an out. You know, Lauren, I've been thinking about that night so much lately, and I guess this explains why. But, I mean, how would you feel if I was wanting to be a family with you two?
You would really want to create a family?
I mean,
You-
we've
you're-
already got a head start. Why not just go ahead and finish it off?
I would love that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well then, I tell you what, then this will be my last show. And we'll go to Barbados and just live a life.
You promise?
Of course I promise. So,
You'll love him. He's so precious.
How-
He's adorable.
look at that, he looks so much like me.
He's got your eyes.
I know, look at this face. How can you not? So, I tell you what, let me talk to my audience. Audience, I just want to thank you guys so much for a wonderful run. But seeing as the situation happened, this is going to be my last show. So everybody out there, I'm going to all get you copies of my book when it comes out. You're going to get it for free. And I just want to thank you guys for wonderful memories. Wonderful memories I'll never forget. But I got to go be a family man. So this is Maurice Porter signing off for the last time.
Once again, you're watching Potluck Madness, and I'm your host, Marshaye Meyers. When we come back, we're going to hear a musical performance right here in studio. You guys would not want to miss this, so stay tuned. Come back. Yes, it's going to be amazing.
Ready, cut to camera 3. Cut to camera 3. Music up and under again. I mean 2, excuse me. I'm sorry, that's my bad. Graphic back up. Roll VTR.
Hello there, I'm Moyal, and I'm here today to talk to you about something awful that's been going on in this country for the past 3 decades, the mullet. This month is Mullet Awareness Month, and I urge you to help put a stop to it. A mullet's like a disease, and it spreads like a plague. It doesn't just affect your hair, but your personality, your intelligence, your career, and your chance of success with the opposite sex. Most chicks with any sort of sense don't dig it. That's just a fact of life. Honestly, do you really want to look like this guy? Or this? And if you look like this guy, you'd just be, straight up redneck and white trash and doomed for the rest of your life. Seriously, it's disgusting. So, if you or a loved one is considering a mullet, don't. It's not worth ruining your life. Please visit our website, www.nomoremullets.org, for more details. And remember, eliminate a mullet, save a life.
Are you one of those people that are addicted to wearing sunglasses everywhere you go? Do you walk with your sunglasses late at night because you think you're a celebrity? Or maybe you wear them when you're at a basketball game or somewhere indoors, so people think you're important. But come on, let's face it, you're really not that important to wear them everywhere. In fact, it's ridiculous that I'm wearing these right now. So if you fall victim to being addicted to sunglasses, then we're here to help. At the clinic, we specialize in your stupid problems so you can be cured. So please, call us at 1-800-YOU-IDIOT. That's 1-800-YOU-IDIOT, because we care about you.
Have you or someone you love ever been worried that you are like this guy who's being stalked by a cougar? And no, I don't mean the feline kind. It's a proven fact that more young men between the ages of 18 and 30 fall prey to cougars than any other crime or fatality. Men, do yourself a favor by watching out for cougars.
We are the Impromptu Improvisational Union. I am Oris, my man Maurice. We're here to play you a musical set. We hope you enjoy it very much.
We're going to perform one of my favorite songs. This is a cover of John Mayer's Daughters. Ready?
Let's do it.
My heart in my hand, and now I'm starting to see maybe it's got nothing to do with me. Fathers be your daughters too. Oh no, I trust you see that skin. It's the same she's been standing in since the day that she saw him walking away down there, cleaning up the mess he made. So fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters will love like you do, you do. Girls become lovers, turn into mothers. So mothers, be good to your daughters too. Boys, you can break. Once you find out how much they can take, boys will be strong, soldier on. Boys will be gone without a one. From the woman's good, good heart. Good, good heart. On behalf of every man, looking out for every girl, you are the God and the weight of the world. On behalf of every man, looking out for every girl, you are the God and the weight of the world. So fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters to love like you do, you do. Girls become lovers, turn into mothers. So mothers, be good to your daughters too. Hey, mothers, be good to your daughters too. So mothers, be good to your daughters too.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Orr. With me is my very, very famous TV personality colleague, Maurice.
I'm out of the game now. I'm out of the game.
That's right. You met a very, very
Family
special
man.
lady.
Family man.
Some wonderful things have been happening for this man lately. But we're here joining you today to play a cover of the Eric Clapton song, Tears in Heaven. It's very derivative. It's not really meant to be played on these instruments, on this particular combination. But we're going to make it work anyway, and you're going to enjoy it. And we thank you for listening and watching. Tears in Heaven.
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Would you hold my hand? Thank you. If I saw you in heaven, would you help me stand? If I saw you in heaven, I'd find my way through night and day. 'Cause I know I just can't stay here in heaven. Time can bring it down, time can bend your knee. Time can break your heart, have you begging please, begging please. Beyond the door, there's peace, I'm sure. And I know there'll be no more tears in heaven.
There's a lot of clean
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. 'Cause I know I don't belong here in heaven.
Well, after that song, I think there's one thing we can say for sure. You're not going to hell. Maurice, thank you so much. Now I have a song dedicated to you, your new baby, and your newfound attraction to a woman who you once scorned.
It's all about second chances, man.
It's all about second chances, but I have a song commemorating exactly what you did. I just had sex and it felt so good.
Un hombre es morido.
No, ay, Dios mío, no lo creo.
Es su falta, no míos.
No, es un cuerpo en mi
Cómate,
piso.
cómate.
No, ¿qué hiciste? Eres loco.
La policía está venido.
Hay sangre todo en el cuarto.
Venga, mija. Cómate.
No, eres loco. Es un cuerpo muerto en mi piso.
Lo siento.
Sangre en mi cama, en mi escritorio, en mi ropa.
Venga, mija.
Wait, no. I'm sorry. I can't, y'all. This show is a hot mess, y'all. I can't do this no more. Mom, I'm sorry. I can't do this anymore. This show sucks, man. Dude, and we don't even know what happened to the celebrity that's supposed to be coming. Like, what happened to that chick, right? You know what? I can't do this anymore. You know what you can do? You know what you can do? You can take this do something with it. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. This is really, come on now. This is the last time I took a gig with public access television, okay? It's not even worth it. I don't even get paid enough to do this. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? You know what? I'm not playing with y'all.
Who are you?
What do you mean, who am I?
You're not supposed to be in
Where
here.
is everyone?
The show's over, miss. I'm sorry.
But I'm a famous celebrity that's supposed to be interviewed
You're
today.
a famous celebrity?
Yeah.
I don't know who you are.
You don't know who I am. Everyone knows who I am.
I'm the janitor
I make
here.
millions
I
of
work
dollars.
at the TV
This
station.
face makes millions.
Not for me. I'm sorry, miss. I don't know who you are. I'm the janitor. The show's over, miss.
What do you mean the show's over? The show can't be over.
You must have
They're
missed your
supposed to wait
interview.
for me to come. Okay, you have no idea what happened.
Hey, it must not have been important enough for them to wait.
Everyone's supposed to wait for me.
I'm sorry, miss.
I'm famous.
I
I'm
have to-
famous.
I have to go sweep. I'm sorry, miss. Have a good day,
People
though.
do not appreciate me anymore. Oh my gosh.